Alright guys, the game has started. We're into another series. The opponents this time are going to be on the bottom left side on the Newkirk City, or Newkirk District, I never can remember, is AiTarra playing as the Red Protoss.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of our screen, we have another Protoss player. This is going to be Echo Jadepop.
And we can call him Jadepop for short.
Alright.
Or Echo, if you want to be even more effective. Shameless plugs. You good at PvP? Depends. So the players are chilling.
They seem pretty relaxed. It's nice.
Yeah. But I sense a mind game behind that. How often did you misplace a building or mismatched a timing because you were discussing something with your opponent at the beginning of the match and you were thinking, you know, it's the start of the match, what can go wrong? What can I do wrong when I talk to someone? And then you missed a chrono boost, you misplaced a building. All shit can happen, you know.
Oh yeah.
Alright guys, so since these guys are going to go for a very stable opening, no surprises for now, I would like to remind you that if you want to win a Yagai's TV t-shirt, you can go to Reddit, find our thread about, you know, Yagai's Master Cup, and if you make a comment there, if you leave a comment about how you like it, what would you like to improve, then you enter the pool of people that are able to win a t-shirt. And, you know, we'll send that t-shirt to you guys. Well, not to every single one of you, but to the happy winner, we will send a t-shirt in a week or so. So anyway, guys, I strongly encourage you to let us know what could we do better in the tournaments. Rightio. So, so let's hope, says AiTarra. Let's hope. Let's hope what?
Certainly a good thing to do. Yeah, everything is in best condition for you to show some good games. Hey, there we go. Wait. I'm pretty sure he asked if
yes.
are you good at PvP
yes,
again?
Did. Yes, none of us has the memory of a goldfish. He did ask that at the start of the game. Maybe that's his standard way of opening a match. He's just asking his opponent. You know, asking a question is a cool move because then your opponent has to answer it if he's a gentleman. And he wants time to do it. And as you can see, Jadepop misses some worker timings right now. Doesn't produce a worker. Oh, not so good. Oh!
Might be intentional. He is at the maximum, the proper saturation. He's chrono boosting his cybernetics core, and he does have some energy saved up. So he could be going for a 3-gate or a 4-gate.
He may be going for a 4-gate. Now, one of the coolest builds I've seen in Heart of the Swarm, and since, you know, the launch of Heart of the Swarm is around the corner, we can talk about that for a bit.
Of course.
Is 4-gate 4-gate and a mothership core. And when that hits, it hits hard. It's quite difficult to hit the exact timing with the mothership core being present at your opponent's base at the time of attack, but you have the high ground vision, and that makes 4-gate even stronger. I wonder what will be the evolution of Heart of the Swarm strategies, by the way.
Yeah, right now I've been seeing a lot of three stalker rushes and stuff like that, but what I'm really interested in is the 4-gate with zealots and the mothership core, because the mothership core has time warp now, which makes the stalkers unable to kite against the zealots, and zealots do more damage in a straight up fight against stalkers, so should be interesting.
That's also awesome. And AiTarra moving on with a nice micro.
Oh, we need to save that stalker.
Ooh, that was close, and a nice force field, saving all of his units. Ah, no, sorry. The Zealot was teleported back to IR. Do you know that actually these Zealots don't die? They are so precious, they are teleported back to IR instead.
Yeah. Last second, they're just like, alright, I'm out of here. I'm about to die.
See ya later.
I mean, how many battles do you think the Protoss units could win if they were able to take one more hit and actually died instead of just warping back to IR, you know? They'd be so much stronger. But
and
no,
all of the Zealots on the battlefield say, "Ah, chicken!" All right, so we have a Stargate opening for Jadepop. Let's see what he does with that. He already has one Phoenix, so he'll be going for some worker kills, which is always nice. And he just focused. Okay, I don't want to die off. So not a very usual opening with you know. You see Stargate played a lot, but I guess his build was kind of a little bit different. Now Jadepop picks a couple of workers and he sees, okay, he has an expansion. I don't have an expansion, that's not good. So he may try and go for an attack. Now the question, how many gateways does he have? He has 3 gateways, the 4th one is in production, so he will have just enough resources for a 4th gate attack with some Phoenix's support. Should be awesome.
Yeah, so 4-gate Stargate play coming out of Jadepop. And the pylon is coming down. AiTarra, surprisingly enough, has the is pretty even on army supply with Jadepop, despite the fact that AiTarra's gotten up another base. Nice force field! Oh, and almost gets a Phoenix. Gonna get at least the Stalker. And the longer time goes on, the more of an advantage AiTarra's gonna have.
Yeah, and also Tara has an observer here, so he knows exactly the time where Jadepop is going to go. Now, someone is drifting his car on the parking lot next to my block, but besides that, everything's fine. And Jadepop, oh my god, losing so many units. His attack just gets obliterated. There's no chance he's going to pull this off. Even the Phoenix says, sorry mate, it's not going to work. Too few units, too late, and the opponent is well prepared. So right now, AiTarra just eating this stuff.
Wow, nice defense. I mean, and the GG comes out right after that. You can totally see how, like, just, I don't know, outplayed. It was just so well done. He had a 2nd base and more supply than his opponent at pretty much all points in the game, and he was the one being aggressive. That was really well played.
And also, he went for a very aggressive build, so it's kind of normal that if you fail with your attack, you're just failing the game. If he would have said, oh, well, he went for an expansion, I'll go for mine, and then try to sit on my thumbs and see what happens. Do I manage to catch him in terms of supply and my economy? That can, that can become a late game scenario, but then also, if you went 4-gate, then you have cut on your probe so much that it's difficult to catch up. So anyway, guys, we'll be going to a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Gegalisk TV. Alright guys, we're moving on to the game number 2. between Jadepop and AiTarra. I think that it's again going to be one base play, and Jadepop lagging as usual at the start of a match. I don't know what's going in with this guy. So basically, previous game AiTarra won a nice point, which is now reflected in the overlay. The Jack attack, are you with me?
I am here and ready to cast.
Alright, or should I call you Jack for short?
You can call me Jack if you want, that's fine.
Alright.
Many people do.
How do your friends call you, by the way?
Jack. My friends call me Jack.
Alright, and what's your real name, if I can ask that?
Jack.
Ah! So this is not a very tricky nickname.
No, not tricky at all.
The Jack.
I just think it looks nice. I think it looks nice. I think it sounds nice. Those are the things that I care about. You know?
From all of the Jacks, you are the Jack.
I'm at least the one that's attacking. You know?
Yeah.
I'm the more aggressive out of all the Jacks.
Anyway, guys are talking about IEM Katowice. If you haven't been there, then you should be sorry, because many people say it has been one of the best LAN tournaments ever, and only recently has Iron Squid has proved that it's possible to do a lot better tournaments too. So IEM Katowice and Iron Squid, the best LANs events so far in this year, and I think so far ever. Now we'll see what the guys go for, but since this is Protoss versus Protoss and it's Wings of Liberty, I'm already getting into the Heart of the Swarm mindset, and I want to talk about oracles and stuff because I am playing Heart of the Swarm a lot recently, but then this is still Wings of Liberty. But then, a good news for you guys is that next week we'll be doing our Heart of the Swarm tournament, and it's going to stay Heart of the Swarm until the very launch of the game. So anyway...
Wow, great.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
And not... Alright, sorry. That would have been a bad joke. Probably Artosis wouldn't mind if they said Stolt had... let's drop the subject anyway. I'll tell you after the stream what was to say. AiTarra now. AiTarra now going for Cybercore, 2 gases in his main. We have Jadepop going for the same. We may see a 4-gate, we may see a Stargate build, we may even see a Robo build. What do you think?
I mean, I still think the safest opening in PvP is the 3 Stalker Rush. It's the one that I like to use a lot. But we'll see. Well, I mean, we'll see what's gonna happen. I mean, last game, Tara did such a good job at defending and still building up the economy while putting on pressure. I'm just really excited to see what Tara has to show us this game.
These guys are very chatty. Well, normally are they testing themselves? How much can you type during a game? I challenge you.
Yeah, I was actually the other day I was helping Elvis learn the core layout. Elvis,
Elvis?
Professional Belgian player. No, not the real Elvis. He's a Belgian professional player. And he was like, yeah, normally I can alt-tab, 10 times in the beginning of the game and check my email, and it doesn't make a difference. Maybe when you're at this level, you can do that kind of stuff, and it won't even affect you.
Robo on the side of Jadepop, and we have 2 gates and a Twilight Council, so it's going to be Robo versus Blinkstalker. One of the combinations I really like to cast. Robo versus Blinkstalker Micro is always awesome. If you're very fast with the attack, if your timing hits exactly at the spot where you want it to hit, then you should be able to match Robo opening. But then, if too many Immortals show up, then you're in a very big world of trouble, my friend.
Absolutely. And this map has been classically one of the better maps for Blinkstalker with Antigua. Slight pause. But yeah, so Antigua and
as long as they do, as long as they
really good maps.
Sorry, go on.
Really good maps for Blinkstalker because of the way the map is laid out. You have that big ridge to jump back and forth.
All right, these guys are resuming the game now, and we're back. So he says it's so cold in his place. It's around 7 degrees. My God, 7 degrees. It must be outside. I don't believe that it's 7 degrees in his place. That would be...
Let's hope not.
I would see a huge icicle from his nose hanging and threatening. No, that won't happen. Alright, so a robo opening from one side, from the other side we have a Blinkstalker build. Now, one of the things that will annoy some of the Blinkstalker players out there, in Heart of the Swarm, the Blink build takes additional 40 seconds. So in Wings of Liberty it's 140 seconds, and that plays just about right with the current metagame and all of the units in Wings of Liberty. But in Heart of the Swarm they have extended that to 170 seconds, so...
Yeah, I think a big part of the reason why they did that was because you don't need the observer anymore to do blink obs because you have the mothership core.
Yes.
So if you can use the mothership core to jump up onto the high ground, that rush became really powerful. I know because I used it a lot and won lots of games using it, and it was lots of fun. And then they nerfed it, so I got my wins in while I could.
So guys, by the way, if you're watching, since the attack won't happen for another second or two, if you're watching and you're looking for more tournaments to watch or play, if you're a master or higher player, then we strongly invite you to join next week for Heart of the Swarm tournament every Friday now, forever and ever and ever until the Legacy of the Void comes out. We will be having Heart of the Swarm tournaments. Well, of course, except the 2 Fridays that will happen before the launch of the Heart of the Swarm, because this is when the beta will go down. I guess we're just going to take a vacation then. So anyway, guys, we strongly encourage you to join, sign up, tell your friends about us if you like the stream. And by the way, if you want to win a t-shirt, just go to Reddit and there's a thread about this tournament. You can add a comment there. You can go to Team Liquid and do the same. Let us know what do you think, how we could get better, how we could get worse. That's also a very useful thing to know. And you may join the pool of people that will draw a t-shirt between. So anyway, an attack is going to happen very soon. Jadepop knows exactly what's going on. A lot of stalkers, they don't have any plus upgrades. Oh, there's an observer, and if that observer gets sniped, oh my god, that's going to be big! No! A couple of hit points left, 30, so two hits from a stalker, and he would be a dead meat. Jadepop
really
says,
nice.
Hi.
Really nice move from AiTarra. He's taking the expansion. He knows that he can't jump in here and do anything against the Immortal. He got supply blocked, and he let his Nexus energy get too high. So he couldn't hit the timing that he wanted to hit. So instead he's pulling back. He's going to play a bit of a contain, try to get this expansion up in the meantime.
We just see a game of gentlemen, you know. Oh, a very nice offensive
blink right on top.
That I'm not sure that was a very good move, because you want your Immortals to give a couple of hits too. Oh, nice blink catching the observer. Now AiTarra won't be able to blink up, losing a sentry, but that's not a big of a deal right now. And
ooh,
this
I think he
gets
wanted to hit that
tense.
sentry and he missed it.
Yeah, this gets tense.
Oh, I don't know why he's going back in and engaging. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Get out!
Whoa.
Oh my god.
And he keeps losing stalkers. I'm sorry, but Jadepop just has more of them, and he's ahead in blinking. He managed to catch up with AiTarra in terms of ground advantage. A nice blink! I wouldn't have expected that, but then Jadepop did. So that's what matters. That's what counts. Ooh.
Oh, makes him burn a couple of force fields too. And
see.
all this time he's just stalling it out. He has these 3 stalkers, and the entire army of Jadepop is being occupied while AiTarra is safely macroing at home, getting his own Immortals up and sentries.
Do remember, my friend, that also Jadepop is having his expansion. Now, what he has done is he stopped producing his workers. He has just enough of them, but you know, he could have started overproducing them to make up for the late expansion, but he doesn't. So let's sum up the situation. We have 39 workers for AiTarra, so even though he has lost so many stalkers, he is still in a very reasonable spot. But then Jadepop is decided to go now, and a very nice blink, but then all the Immortals are at the back, not a very good spot for attack, and Jadepop has to retreat, has to position himself better. And, you know, what do you think will happen now?
I mean, that was a really nice play. If he can keep the sentries and immortals away from his army, he has the economic advantage because he was able to get this base up first. So he should reach a gap in time where he can convert that into a large army advantage and make a push or just take a third.
Oh, and AiTarra annoying his opponent with a single zealot. Ah, a stalker pops in and says, "My friend, get back to Ire. Go back to bed."
He manages to take out at least 2 workers. I mean, so far, the workers killed. He's killed 4 workers so far, so very much worth it.
Yeah, a very high degree of annoyance. So Jadepop right now, even though he has a stronger build, he had a stronger opening, and he managed to clear off so many stalkers, he has been delayed by a mile. And you know, the reason why he couldn't move out with his army before he got Blink is the second he would move out with the Immortals to catch the Stalkers on the low ground, you know, the Stalkers would pop and blink up, so then he may possibly lose a lot of his workers, his own workers in the base. Right now we see, where is that? I missed the feature from the Heart of the Swarm where you can click a unit, and the camera just jumps straight to that. Here it is, a Warp Prism, so we'll be having a drop. We'll see how that goes. Jadepop is going for a Colossi. No upgrade though. Yes, there is an upgrade, so a late Colossi timing. At this stage of the game, you kind of need to transfer to Colossi, but it's good that he has some Immortals. The reason why I'm kind of anxious about this is that AiTarra has 4 Immortals, and there's a lot of Stalkers in Jadepop's army.
And actually, he had his 2 stalkers over to the side that would be in a great position to spot this drop, but he moved them, and now Tara's gonna get in there. Oh no! He's gonna get scouted. He's gonna get scouted. This is not gonna be working out.
Of the 3 stalkers, 2 were not shooting, and Zealots will be able to warp in, but the warp prism is down. So that's everything that Jadepop needed right now. He can just ignore these 2 kids that are out of bed and will get teleported back to Ire shortly as soon as the Colossi come. And we'll be having an engagement or not. No, a blink up with a part of the army. That's exactly what you need to do. The positioning is going to be crucial. Another blink up. Oh, the positioning of AiTarra is just so great this match. Jadepop has a lot of trouble picking that off, especially considering the fact that extended thermal lances are not done yet. Immortals all fight, not doing a single bit of damage for Jadepop, and unfortunately Jadepop has lost a lot. So let's check the army
really
supply.
Nice positional play.
The army supply is in favor of AiTarra right now, and this is only due to the fact that he had a significantly better positioning in the battle.
Yeah, but he hasn't built anything in such a long time. He's got 1K and 600 gas in the bank.
Yeah, next game we shouldn't ride this much. Oh, and the Colossi dealing a lot of damage, but then, you know, AiTarra's army is so huge he could just blink on the Colossi and try to pick them off. Yeah, right. Jadepop, the 2 most conversative men that you can find on the internet, 2 gentlemen that just cannot go without pleasantries. Even in a Starcraft. Yeah.
You know, not only can you find competitors and find good competition, you know, here at the Eggless Master Cup, you can also find friends.
Yeah. While you are beating the other guy to the death, you can still make friends. Oh my god, this is so amusing. Cool. No mass mutalisks, please. We already seen that today. So, by the way, guys, if you have just joined the stream, you're watching Eggless Master Cup, a weekly series of tournaments. This is the last one in Wings of Liberty series. The next week we're doing Heart of the Swarm, so we invite the players from the leagues of Master and Grandmaster, and we always take a special care about our players. But anyway, what happens here is AiTarra warps in a couple of stalkers and manages to take a lot of workers. Oh my god, the Colossus will help, but that's not enough. The army is out of position and they are going for a base trade. A very good call. by AiTarra.
Base race. There's nothing at all that AiTarra can do to defend this. He has no units back at home.
He has
So,
3 Dark Templars, but then
race.
but then Jadepop has an observer. Now the question is, which one of them will pick the enemy's base faster? There are a lot of Dark Templars all around the map, and it's going to be basically a base race. A base raid normally ends up when someone is just out of ideas and they finally start fighting in the middle of the map, but here it is going to be a race to the last building, I feel.
It's absolutely looking like it. If we look at the army supplies, the bigger army is going to AiTarra just in a little bit. And especially having the DTs are really, really great in a base race situation because you can sneak in and snipe out the pylon, because what's going to be left for Jadepop is this pylon way out here, and and that has to get taken down.
Yeah, that has to get taken down.
And Tarra doesn't know where it is. Tarra hasn't seen it yet, so...
well, he has been... You know, this is one of the things you should do, even though your instincts tell you, oh, I should go for the pylons, I should go for the production buildings. In fact, when you're doing a base trade, one of the first things you should go for is the main building, the expansion, because if that goes down, then you have the locations and the coordinates on the map of every other building, and that's what you need. And it seems, you know, that AiTarra will just be fast. Yeah, first!
And the lone pylon is what remains.
Now Jadepop taking a huge risk. No, he's not. He in fact did secure an assimilator here. And,
nice move.
And he doesn't have any more energy or minerals to take another one. And AiTarra is building a Nexus, so, you know, of these two, I would say that AiTarra has the... Sorry, that Jadepop has the shorter end of the stick here.
Definitely. Pylon goes down. He's just left with that assimilator. Really has no way. This is a great situation to have Dark Templar in, but Jadepop doesn't have any, because he could go out on the map, scout around, not really worry about getting picked off. One observer for each player right now, so DTs aren't going to do too well.
You know, if AiTarra manages to snipe the observer from Jadepop, that would mean his Dark Templars would be so much more value. Yeah, so another round of pleasantries, and I think we'll be having a big engagement now. Oh, this huge army should have blinked ahead and should have taken down these stalkers, but no, it didn't. It got scared. And what we have here is... By the way, where's the observer? I just wonder...
Oh, I don't know why he's attacking right now. I understand that he has the bigger army, but he really doesn't need to attack. His opponent doesn't have... Oh, he's just going to go right
yes!
He's going to go directly in for it.
And GG, well played. Yes, a very nice play by both of these Protosses, and we have, well, we have basically a result. I was looking for some fancy expression, but I didn't manage to find one.
I think a result will do just fine.
Yeah, so AiTarra 2-0, and he's moving on, I think, to the semifinals. Is it semifinals? No, sorry, it's the quarterfinals. So we'll be back with you in a second, guys. I hope you enjoyed the cast. If you have any feedback for us, let us know, and we already seen a couple of that, so we'll take it on into account. And just stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.